What's up, 31 fam? How you doing? Welcome back to Horror 31, hosted by your punk rock dad. Today's video is a horror hidden gem. This is a B-Movie Monday video on a Wednesday because, you know, I like to throw some twists and turns your way every now and then. Actually, no, just life got in the middle of things this week and kind of had me have to switch things around. So, but it's all good, dude. What matters is we're bringing you content, and that's what we care about. So, this is a movie review. It'll be quick. I got a GoreScore worksheet worked out for you guys, so we'll give you the score this one earned, and we'll talk about it for a minute. Shout out to Drum Dums for mentioning this movie earlier in the week. I own this movie, hadn't seen it in a very long time, and was inspired by him to go back and check it out because I honestly didn't remember liking it very much the first time I watched it. So when he was all about it, I thought, man, maybe. And so what happened was, just full disclosure, I think I was thinking about the wrong movie because when I watched it, this is not what I was thinking of when he was talking about this movie. So, but I got the, let's see, I got a DVD of this one. So I like to watch movies that I own. And this is what it looks like. So, yeah, man, cool movie. So let's talk about it. The movie came out in 2009. It is directed by Dave Parker, and it clocks in at a feverish 81 minutes. That is right up my alley, dude. I friggin' love short movies like this, man. Anything 90 minutes and quicker, I'm at least in to watch it once. The movie stars Sophie Monk, Tad Hilgerbrink, Janet Montgomery, Alex Wyndham, and William Sadler of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey fame, among many other roles this guy's been in. I think he was even in, no, that's not the same guy. Anyways, I love William Sadler. He's awesome. And that's, the Bill and Ted is probably my favorite role he's ever done. So, about the movie. Back in the 80s, one Wilson Wyler Concannon, the worst name I've ever heard, by the way, and it must mean something, it's got to, right? Directed a horror movie called The Hills Run Red, which had a short run into theaters before it was pulled for being too gory and eventually became a lost film. Years later, a young man, college student named Tyler intends to find the film and make a documentary about it. He ventures into the movie's filming location together with his girlfriend Serena and his best friend Lalo and Concannon's daughter Alexa, and discovers that someone is killing in the movie's name. That's pretty much it. It's cut and dry. It's a short movie. It's a slasher movie. It's a pretty good slasher movie. It's got a lot of things in common with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, in my opinion. I'm not going to tell you what those things are because it'll give way too much away about the movie. But if that's the kind of horror movie you like, if that's the kind of slasher movie you're into, this, while not as good as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, obviously, is a solid movie to check out. So, that being said, let's talk about the gore score this movie earned, okay? Yeah, because if I talk about the movie much, it's so short, there's so little extra stuff in here, that if I talk about it much, it's just going to ruin the movie for you. So I'm going to avoid that altogether. So, as you know, we have 6 categories where you can get 1 to 10 points on there, and then we have a bunch of other categories where you get a certain amount of points per time said event happens. So we got special effects. They get a 6 out of 10. A 7 out of 10. I was gonna go a little higher, but I thought that they used a little too much CG in this movie. But it was serviceable. They're on a budget. You got to go with what you have. The story, I gave it an 8 out of 10 because while it's a fairly typical slasher cabin in the woods type movie, they do throw some twists and turns in there, and I like that. The acting also got a 7 out of 10 because it could have been a lot better, but I think it could have been a lot worse. The dialogue, 7 out of 10, nothing to write home about. It was just, you know, serviceable. The bad guy rating, I gave it a 7 out of 10 because I don't like baby doll face things. I think they look stupid. But other than that, the bad guy is pretty awesome. And then the ending of the movie, I gave it an 8 out of 10 because I thought it was a pretty good ending. That gives us 44 points to begin with. We had 13 kills at 5 points each for 65 points. We had 3 severed limbs at 10 points each for 30 points. We had 2 scenes of torture at 10 points apiece. We had 2 scenes of drug use at 10 points apiece. We had 35, yes, 35 breasts. So if you're a boob man, this movie's for you at 5 points apiece. We had 2 non-lethal gunshots and or stabbings at 5 points apiece. We had 2 fights at 5 points apiece. We got an era score of 10 points because you get 5 points for each decade back the movie goes. And then for legend bonuses, you get 5 points for each legend in your movie. William Sadler is a legend, you get 5 extra points. For a grand total, a GoreScore total for The Hills Run Red is 379 GoreScore points. I think that is a pretty good score. Yeah, man. I'd say like an average horror movie gets like 220 to 280, somewhere in that neighborhood, like mid 200s. So anything up over 300, up over 350 is pretty good. Most of that came from the ladies. So, yeah, on a recommendation scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 8. An 8 out of 10. If you haven't seen this yet, go check it out. It's only 81 minutes. Doesn't take a lot of your time. But, yeah, The Hills Run Red, pretty solid movie in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I hope you do too. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed my review of The Hills Run Red. Go check it out. I didn't want to give too much away this time. I might do some lengthier reviews here soon, but I like to keep these videos short and sweet, digestible for my 31 fans. I love you guys. We're going to be doing something here pretty soon called 2-minute top 10s. I want to know what y'all think about that. We're going to do 2.5, 3 minute long videos where I do a top 10 list in 2 minutes flat, and I just thought I'd get in there and give y'all the meat and potatoes to get out, and I wanted to see what y'all thought. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Otherwise, take care of yourselves, be kind to everyone else, and have a great day. I'll see you soon. Peace.